Hello everyone, welcome to 1045 Engineering. We are here with yet another video in our Grind 75, a better blind 75 coding series. So today's problem is on finding all the anagrams in a string. So let's jump into the problem statement, understand it and start solving. Okay, last time we have solved the word search. We'll mark it checked. You can find it in the list. Let's start with find all anagrams. Okay, given two strings S and P, return an array of all the start indices of P's anagram in S. Okay, you may return the answer in any order. An anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase, typically using all the original letters exactly once. Okay, so we are given two strings S where we have all these characters. In P we have ABC, and we have to return the indices from S where P's anagram can be formed. So we have written 0, like from 0 CBA is an anagram for ABC, and then 6, so 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 BAC, that's another anagram for ABC, right? So that's how we have to return. The problem statement is pretty clear. Let's take another example. We have AB and P is AB. So we can start it from 0, AB, that's an anagram, 1, BA, that's an anagram, and 2, AB, that's an anagram as well, right? So what can we do? One thing is clear, that we have to match, we have to make sure that when we are considering any anagrams, we have to make sure that we cover the complete length of string P, right? So we do need a counter for P's length, right? Apart from that, what else do we need? We need a pointer to track the indices on the left side. That will be the starting index, right? And of course our ending index will keep just to, so that we can find out if right pointer minus left pointer plus 1 is equal to P's length, right? That would mean that at least we have enough characters in our current considering window. Like I am considering CBA, this length is equal to ABC, then yes, this could be one of the solutions. So I will check if all the characters in CBA are the same as all the characters in ABC. If it so happens, that means we have found one of the solution and we'll add them as part of the overall solution, right? And with each iteration we'll keep moving our pointer next, so that will be a right pointer whenever and similarly based on certain conditions we'll move our left pointer as well, so that then we always search in a window of this length, that is 3. BA is not a solution, AB, that is a solution, no, that is not a solution, ABA is not a solution, BAB is not a solution, ABA is not a solution, BAC is a solution, right? And at this point in time we would want the left pointer to be at B, so that we can keep track of the counters or the starting indices. So yeah, I think that is a pretty straightforward solution. I mean, it's not straightforward, but these are the pointers that we want to cover to solve the problem. Okay, so let's start with coding and let's see if you understand it. Okay, let's start. So what do we need? First we need our result. So we'll make integer result is equal to new array list, right? Now we'll check the base condition, that will be if either of S or P is null, right? Check if either S or P is not null but empty. Okay, so we'll check if S is equal to null or P is equal to null or S dot length is equal to 0 or P dot length is equal to 0. Okay, if it so happens, then we can simply return a result which is empty, right? After this, since we want to check for all the characters, let's say I have considered character ABC, what we can do is we can put ABC in a set, and every time when we are moving from this string S for each character. We can check if they are part of the set, we remove them from the set. But the problem is there can be situations where ABC, where we have a given string P which is ABBC, so there is a repetition. Now sets wouldn't work so well with the repetition, so we want to store the frequencies as well. We can go with hash map here, where we store the keys as the character value as the frequency. Or on the other hand, the better approach would be to keep an character count or the integer array that will be from 0 to 26, so that for each character A, that will be at the 0th position. Since we see A, we mark the 0th index as 1. If we see another A, we increment it to 2, and by default all the values would be 0, right? So that from this side, when we have ABC as 1 1 1, we encounter C, we reduce C to 0, we encounter B, we reduce B to 0, we encounter A, we reduce A to 0. Since at this point in time this length has matched the required length, we'll check if all the characters are there, and that we'll be able to check directly from the array if all the values are 0, right? So using this sense, we'll create an array int char count is equal to new int 26, right? So oops, let's comment as well. We'll use it to frequency array for characters, right? Now similarly, let's keep our pointer for the length, that is keep a variable for the length, p length is equal to p dot length. Similarly, let's populate the required characters from this string, that is p, into our char count, right? So populate the frequency array for string p. Okay, so we can say for char c, that is p dot to char array, we can say char count c minus a. By now we know why we always do this, right? Why we always have the character minus the character A, right? We have already covered this in multiple videos, but still for saving everyone's time, I'll just repeat it. We are using the ASCII values to convert the character values into our integer arrays. Okay, so A has a smaller A has a ASCII value of 97. So if the C, that is our first character, is A as well, so 97 minus 97 would be 0. So on the 0th index, we are going to populate the value 1, right, which is already reflecting A. Okay, this way. Okay, then what else do we need? We'll initialize our pointers. So initialize the sliding pointers or sliding window. So we can say int left is equal to 0, int right is equal to 0. Okay, now we are going to iterate through this string, which is s. Okay, so let's iterate through string s. So we can say while, since left and right both of them are 0, right is less than s dot length, will decrease the counter. So the first character is this character, that is C, right? So what we want to do is we'll want to say character count s dot caret right, that is 0 minus A. Okay, minus. So we found C, so we'll reduce the value for C in our character count, right? So it will become 0. So that would mean that we have already found a C. So we'll comment it as decrease the count of the current character in the window. Okay, what else do we need? After this, we want to check, we want a constant check, right? We want a constant check that have we reached the length, have we reached the required length, so that we can check if right minus left plus 1 is equal to p length, right? If this happens, we'll check if we have found the anagram or not, right? We would have found the anagram if all the character counts in this array would have become 0. So when we encounter a C, value of C reduced to 0, B will reduce it to 0, A will reduce it to 0. So on the third, it will happen, right? On the third value. But whenever it happens, we want to check if this string is an anagram for ABC, right? Since the length has already matched. So we'll check if the frequency array is all zeros, right? Frequency array is our character count. Here we have mentioned it, okay? Or I'll make it simpler. Character count array is all zeros, indicating an anagram, right? zeros, zeros. Okay, so let's quickly create a method to check all zeros, right? A separate method. So I'll say private boolean all zeros int and character count. So we'll just need to traverse through this and find out if all the count is 0. For int count from character count, if at any given point in time count is not equal to 0, we can return false. Okay, always return the fastest condition first, right? Because for us to return true, all of them have to be 0. Even if we get one condition, one number which is non-zero, that is 1, 2, 3 or anything, we have to return false. So we return this as the earliest, and then once the for loop is over, we can say return false. So oops, return true, that means all zeros, right? So we'll check this anagram. So we'll check it if all zeros will pass character count. If this happens, that means our left pointer would be pointing to the starting indices, right? Starting index. So we can say result dot add left, okay? Or let's comment it here, add the starting index of the range, right? Because this shows us that we are in the range, this shows us that yes, it matches the anagram. So we'll add the starting index. We'll do a quick dry run as well, don't worry. Okay, now we have increased the value. What will happen now? We already added this value, right? So we should increase the count for the left pointer, right? So, and also, since we already found that okay, this part is done, right? So we also would want to move the value, because after this we want to move next. After CBA is considered, the right pointer will move to E. So C will go out, C should go out of our range, because our range is now of only length 3, right? So we'll undo the changes we made with 3. That is, the changes we made were, we had increased the value, we'll decrease the value. Or sorry, we had decreased the value, we'll increase the value. So we can say increase the count of the element character as we move the sliding window, the window. Okay, so we can say char count as s dot caret left minus a plus. Okay, So we remove C from our window, so C's value is increased back to 1. Okay, and now we have B and A in consideration. We will move our right pointer and we'll be considering BAE. Okay, after this we'll move the left pointer left, because we have already found this solution, we have already considered this. And if this is not true, or if this situation has not been reached as of now, all the time the right pointer will keep moving, right? So move the right pointer to expand the window, because in this beginning both left and right are pointing to 0 0, right? Right plus plus. And when the while loop is over, we can simply return result. Okay, let's do a quick dry run. So our left pointer is at 0, our right pointer is at 0. What else do we want to check? In the char count, all the values are zeros except for A, that is equal to 1, B is equal to, or I'll go A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, and C is equal to 1, right? Because these values we had already added here when we were populating, right? Now we check right is less than s dot length. That is true. S dot length is quite big, right? And we do character count s dot caret right minus a. So right is at 0, so 0th index minus a is for a, minus minus, so character count for a will become 0. Now if right minus left plus 1 is equal to p length, right is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, plus 1, 1 is not equal to p length, this loop will not get executed. Right plus plus, right moves to the next character, that is b. Wait, we did s dot caret right, that was from this string, so c was done minus minus. Value of a had been 1, but value of c became 0. Okay, then we had checked that it will not enter this loop because the length is not equal. We move the right pointer to expand the window, so right plus plus, so right will now point towards b. We go up, we come here again, right is less than s dot length, yes, char count s dot caret right, that is b minus minus, so b's value will reduce in their character count, so b's value from 1 will become 0. Then again right minus left, right's value right now is 1, 1 minus 1, so 1 minus 0 is 0, so 1 minus 0 is 1, plus 1 2, 2 is not equal to 3, p length is 3, right? 1 2 3, so this loop will again not get executed. Right plus plus moves to the next character, that is a. Again right is less than s dot length, yes, character count s dot caret right, which is a, minus minus, so value of a will reduce as well and it becomes 0, right? Now if right minus left plus 1 equal to p length, right now is 2, 2 minus 0 is 2, plus 1 3, 3 is equal to 3, yes. We'll check for all zeros in our character count. Right now we already know that it is all zeros, all the rest of the values for ABC, D, E, F to Z were already 0, ABC became 0 as well, so it will return true from here. Okay, so we'll add the left index, left is at 0 right now, so in the result we'll get the first value as 0, right? And then char count for s dot caret left, that is 0, 0 from the s, that was character c, plus plus, so c's value will get increased to 1 again. And then left plus plus, so right is already at 2, left is now at 1. We come out of this loop and outside right plus plus, so right moves forward as well, right moves to 3, that is now left is at b and right is at e, and we are considering this window. So we'll check for the length, it will come out true. We'll check for all zeros, now it will be false because c is 1, right? So but we entered this loop, So again, character count for s dot left is now pointing to b plus plus. So b's value will get increased to 1 and left will get moved further and left will become 2. Will come out and right will become 4, right? So now we are considering a window 2, 3, 4. Similarly, it will keep moving until we arrive at this situation, BAC, right? And then we will get a next index for the left character, that will be 6th. Okay, and yeah, overall time complexity of the solution is O of n. Let's run it. Oh, we didn't run it. I almost missed to run it and actually submit. Let's quickly check. Okay, it's working fine. Great. Okay. Oops, I was actually hoping a little better. Let me submit it again. It's like a cheat sheet for us. 92. Okay. So yeah, this is 92% of solution. But yes, there might be better approaches than this one as well. If you have one, please let me know in the comment section. So that's all from today's video, everyone. For anything, please let me know in the comment section. And in the end, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.